Alright, let's see if we can get over Buffalo this time. Buffalo kind of runs the MAC. And I'd like to beat them before we move out of the MAC. One second. Take a look at Take a look at their team. Oh, they got an offense. Not the quarterback though. Redshirt freshman, 80 overall. Holy hell! Their senior backup can run. Oh, he just don't have deep accuracy. Ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of happy the freshman's starting then. Yeah, they have an offense like, and a tight end. How is their offense? Oh, 72 overall though. All their starters are in the 80s, besides their center. Out their CBs. Let's take a look. Ah, good CBs too. Go look at the stats. Oh, that might be why he's starting. Their speedy quarterback's injured. They have a lot of rushing touchdowns. And yeah, they're like 23 touchdowns rushing. Yeah, on paper, their offense is better than mine. On paper. See what they're going. They're going all white. Where we going? I wish there's the way to make custom playbooks, like, as your official. Like, you don't have to keep changing it every single time. Alright, let's get this underway.
Glad to have you with us from Dick's Stadium in Kent, Ohio, home to the Golden Flashes of Kent State. As we'll see, the winners of 6 straight, the Buffalo Bulls, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Kent State Golden Flashes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Bulls will boot it away to start the game. He'll start the return inside his spot. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Kent State's offense will get the first swing of the game. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get...
Brings into the open. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, you know, in second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Harris. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run. Now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's talk for a second about Kent State. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not a lot of room on the return, but he already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
Nah, you just let it sail on them.
The give to the tailback. Makes it past the marker. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Bulls are in the hurry up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out.
Oh, let's get the ball back.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
The Golden Flashes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kent State. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got his man in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's going for the big play. He's got it down the left side. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Puts it out of the air. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. The Bulls in the hurry up.
Brings up 2nd down.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the 1st down.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. And the Bulls with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught over the middle, it's Alexander. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. With the run on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. On the option. Now the toss. Touchdown, Buffalo! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. East Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. One of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Charlotte. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
It's complete on the right side. Still on his feet at the 45. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
I like the idea of going draw there. You're trying to sell pass, but you still need to do a better job up front executing those blocks. There's too many one-on-ones where they got beat, and as a result, they suffer a negative play.
Snagged in the middle, it's Hoffman. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll leave it with him. Makes a man miss. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake.
Oh,
Fired
overthrow.
just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
He can't make the catch, and over the middle of the field, sometimes you hear those footsteps. It's third down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And the golden flashes, trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Well, they try to go with the draw out of the shotgun, but just way too much penetration allowed up front. That defensive line just took that play over.
They get off the rock really fast, get in the backfield. The offensive linemen are supposed to push them upfield. Quarterback's got to sell it. Not anything really in that play in sync, and it doesn't go anywhere.
They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need one more yard. They'll run it on third and goal. And he's going to go backwards, and they force a fourth down. What a play by this defensive front.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too. And you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up.
Touchdown, golden flashes. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Great timing here between the quarterback and receiver. You're down close to the end zone. Ball's got to come out quickly. Receivers got to win quickly, and they were on the same page on that TD.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Off the play fake on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Bulls headed quickly to the line. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Wide open downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Got his man on the right. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. The give on the option. Breaks the tackle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And the Bulls are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's complete to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared right.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Makes the grab. It's Patrick. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
59 yards.
And he rushes it right through the uprights. It's good from 59.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to mock.
Oh, he's got some space. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The Golden Flashes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Harris. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Golden Flashes will snap it on 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Golden Flashes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've moved it to the 19. 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion.
Offner with the tutty.
Still on his feet. Touchdown, Kent State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time. But when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and make that big play.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Florida State is being brought out back behind the woodshed right now. This is cover your eyes, hug your loved ones territory. A real shame. They're trailing by 14 to UConn. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Finds his man. It's Tootin. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. He's going to fire deep.
Oh, wide
open.
open.
And still running. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Grabbed in the middle. It's Alexander. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the...
Throws toward the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. So now on fourth down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
Buffalo, 13.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Kent. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And just like that, let's send it back to the fellas at Dick's Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Golden Flashes will kick it away to start the second half. Bringing it back. And the returner will be brought down. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
Hey, and getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Got a man. It's Tootin. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Bulls want to crank the tempo. They'll rely on running behind the big left tackle here. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. And the Bulls are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Now the play fake.
Let's go.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Bulls
I might
decide
have
to
to
put it
put
away.
CPU's
The
blocking
Hunters
up.
have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Cover's team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. You always hear put it on the tight end's body, Jesse, but with this guy, you don't have to all the time.
No, he's got long arms, Reese, and he's athletic. I mean, this guy can jump. He can go vertical. He can go horizontal. And that, my friend, was a stab. That was incredible.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grab
Back-to-back
it's Hoffman. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
I think it's 1,000 yards. Yep.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The golden flashes are flying down the field. To the air on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
And the golden flashes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The throw to the outside is complete. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Wants to throw again. Rushes on him. Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Man,
what?
Coach
Why
is
did he
going to
dive?
Absolutely give him an earful. You have to understand the situation in the game. I got a chance to go up by 2 scores.
Bro, just
We're winning the
slide.
football game. Ball security. I can't reach that thing. I got to cover it with 2 hands and make sure I don't turn it over. What a big-time mistake.
Buffalo has it back.
I
Let's
can't
see
believe
what
that
the
just
Bulls
happened.
offense can do. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield.
There he goes. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. And the Bulls want to pick up the tempo.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Bulls getting set on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
To the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Spencer. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. They get to the line quickly.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Looking down the middle. Makes a connection. He's brought down to one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Quarterback on the keeper. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll pull it on the read. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. It'll be third and long. The give to the back.
Oh, I didn't expect a run here.
He stopped short, and it's fourth down. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. Good, right down the boulevard. That'll cut this lead down to 5. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. East Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. One of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Charlotte. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Got him downfield.
Oh, good juke.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in third and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
That's the end of the period, and Kent State is out front. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.
We should not be ninth. We played no big schools.
When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Trying play action. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Golden Flashes are on the move.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed. Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up, David.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Got it in the middle. It's Harris. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Catch in the middle. It's Simmons. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Wants to throw it. Caught close to the marker. It's Hoffman. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. Fires into the end zone.
Where is that going?
And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Wants to go up top. Lets it fly.
Oh,
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Man, really good job by this defense staying positive. They gave up a bunch of yards, got down towards the shadow of their own goal line. 2 straight passes, 2 incompletions, trying to just get off the field here with only giving up 3 points.
Looking to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback, because you've got 4th, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing.
Really
so
wanted a touchdown
you kick the
there.
field goal, or do you go for it?
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
Well, that's a huge kick right there, because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big way.
The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and
Turning it on. And he gets it to the 45-yard
Damn, I
line,
just took
and
him
that'll
out,
be
too.
a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Intercepted.
Let's go.
And that is the last thing they needed. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Gets rid of it. Laundry down on the field as the pass is
and another
incomplete, but
injury.
let's see what the penalty is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Brought over the middle. It's Hoffman. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Hoffman. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? And by going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
This one's complete. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Well, at this situation in the game now with the lead, you know the offense is just going to try and run the football, bleed the clock, and ice this game.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2 yards to go for the touchdown here on third down. Trying to barge their way in. Touchdown, Golden Flashes! And they take it in for 6 more points. You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable
now we got the comfy
lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Zings it complete to the right. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
And the Bulls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's Alexander. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He's going to let it go. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They just keep firing. He'll take another shot here.
Oh, he got behind.
Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Buffalo.
How did he get behind us? Oh, he just got beat off. Beat off the line.
And this is always an interesting spot for me now because you're going to have to go for 2 regardless. I don't know if it's now or if it's later when you score, but at some point you're going to have to pull the trigger. So that's a you decision, but nice job by this offense getting the touchdown now to give yourself that opportunity to have a choice.
Cool as a cucumber.
Oh, I
as the
didn't.
hands team
Wrong
makes
coverage.
a sure catch.
Let's get out of here.
And the offense is content with where it is.
I feel like we're
They'll
gonna turn
take
it
a
out
knee.
wide. Like, go undefeated, we don't.
You want to
so.
talk about building confidence, coming through
Anything.
with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA
Simmons
Sports
just kind of
College
disappeared
Football.
lately. Hopefully that goes up next year. Pros Prestige Pro. Alright, a rival game. I don't think I can really do much of anything else. We have nothing he really wants. We might have to just give him up. We do have him, though, but he's not fast. But I could always turn one of these safeties, not safety, CBs into a safety. It's gonna be interesting between these two. Oh shoot, no, wrong one. So you know what? We have the points to try it. Let's try to sway. All right, our final game of the regular season, and then we have the MAC championship. He's probably have another 4,000-yard season. He has taken my bad. The total number of sacks this year has gone down. I love it. Oh, they got a decent quarterback. All right, running back. I think we could take their wide receivers. Oh, we should be able to take their DB. We should be able to dominate their secondary. All right, we're coming out in white then.
The great state of Ohio is home to many teams in college football, but only one game between two schools from this state is fought over a trophy as coveted and desired as the one we have on the line today Get ready because the wagon wheel is in the house. Welcome to InfoCision Stadium in Akron, Ohio, home of the Zips. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Kent State Golden Flashes, squaring off with another team from the map, the Akron Zips. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Zips will put toe to leather and we'll get started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Kent State Golden Flashes offense will get the first possession of the game. Kent State proved they were no flash in the pan in the last meeting when they just slipped past their bitter rivals to the southwest.
But it felt so good for Kent State to take hold of the wagon wheel again. That was fantastic for them. You know, this is such a big game to the players, to the fans, to this school. What a win.
And it was so close. It was a nail-biter. Just like this series, back and forth, almost 500 with all the meetings over all the years. This is a great rivalry game.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Simmons. Breaks into the open. And he'll be brought down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
And the Golden Flashes come to the line with a new set of downs. Fires to the tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
All kinds of room to throw.
Oh, he was down.
Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned.
Yeah, we were down.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't
we
make the
dropping
connection.
things now.
Dang, that's unfortunate. I wish I could say I've never seen that before, but I've seen Reese run routes. You know, when we go to all these different stadiums and call these games, we go on the field and do a spin session before the game. That looked just like Reese Davis.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll try the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the
Oh, he
sticks
caught
a
it.
little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
The Golden Flashes have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They'll run play action. He's got it on the move. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if there was...
Touchdown, Kent State! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, and they get paid.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Akron's offense will go to work for the first time today. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. And the Zips want to move quickly. Guys, let's chat about Akron. They were really excited about the verbal commitment from a 3-star quarterback. They really need to get good. Oh, out of space. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got him. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. The Zips in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Safe completion on the screen. Fights off a defender. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Zips have this offense rolling. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Alexander. Now the connection takes it to the 11. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He wants to throw it again. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Firing to the right, complete. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They got off to a flying start, a touchdown on that opening drive, and now an opportunity to build on this lead. The give to the back. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23. And the Golden Flashes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Power football with the run. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss. They completely flip the script, almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
The Golden Flashes send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The play action fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. He's got it inside the 15. How about...
Let's relook at that. Oh, he got it.
Senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Grabbed in the middle. It's Anger. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these 2 quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Anger. Touchdown, Akron! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
My man, get him the ball. He will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing, using the quick game. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. And the Golden Flashes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Snagged out of the air. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. The Wagon Wheel Trophy has a strong history. Dates back to 1923 when Akron took the series opener 32-zip. See what I did there?
Reese, you should have said zips. But this is one of the more contested rivalry games in all of college football. You look at the series history between these 2 schools, David. It is really, really tight.
Yeah, it's almost plus 500, back and forth. You've seen streaks on both sides. They don't love each other. The wagon wheel at stake today.
He'll keep it on the sneak. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And that's fumbles.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite.
He was down. I guess it's out right there.
See if he needs that timeout later. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Under fire. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Zips with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Look out, he's got room. There he goes. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Looking to throw on first down. On the move, he fires. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Now, guys, the winner here gets the wagon wheel trophy, which is by far one of the coolest trophies in the sport. I mean, it's a wagon wheel.
And it is kind of unique, Reese. It's kind of interesting. It's a trophy that was a wagon wheel that broke off of a trip of the Akron founder back in the day, and then it was donated, and it's now the trophy. So really strange, really unique, Palmer.
But it makes sense, too, David. I mean, it's a blue and gold wagon wheel. Both colors of both these schools, blue and gold, are only 10 miles apart. So fans don't love each other, but the trophy...
Let's go.
It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Really tough on an offense. Third and long, it's tough to, you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grabbed over the middle at Simmons. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Golden Flashes will punt this one away. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. Cradles it at the 35. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Got it in the middle. It's Byrne. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. It's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
This senior showed some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. Finds the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get...
Again, same guy.
First half turnover can
And he's got 2
momentum.
interceptions today.
And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got his man quickly.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down.
Well, how about that play? Curl route, and the receiver, as soon as he turned around against zone coverage, the ball was right on him, so he's able to catch it and go get the first.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. And the Golden Flashes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Hoffman. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Golden Flashes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Got it in the middle, it's Hoffman. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains, it's first down at the 27. And the Golden Flashes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Grab near the marker, it's Harris.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off. And even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him some way.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. He got it. And the field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the air on first down. Lofts one deep down the right side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that, they're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, these fan bases have been hyped, and with the wagon wheel on the line, how can you blame them? And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. A lot of football still to be played as these two scratch and claw for the right to claim that old wagon wheel.
The Golden Flashes will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean,
Oh, he's got some space.
Uh-oh.
He's at the 40, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Zips. They take the lead with the 6.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. That's caught. It's Simmons. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. And the Golden Flashes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Throws for the tight end. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Good timing on the quick out. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Golden Flashes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Hauls it in. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning 2. That was beautiful.
And the Golden Flashes have it with a 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the
Oh,
line of
another
scrimmage.
lineman down.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Tight end finds a soft spot. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle. It's Simmons. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. The Golden Flashes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, as soon as the running back got the ball, there was just absolutely nowhere for him to go. It just seemed like the D-line built a wall up front.
Yeah, and a great job. You're thinking pass right away because the draw is supposed to look like a pass first, rushing upfield, but then seeing it, reacting to...
Let's go. But watch it be holding.
And it's a
Watch there be
touchdown.
holding.
It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. And just when they thought they had a chance to pull even, the flag wipes it out, and they'll have to go back to work. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the 3rd. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's open on
Oh,
the
let's
right.
go.
Touchdown, Golden Flashes. A great catch and run for 6.
Someone who normally doesn't
I tell
come
you,
out.
when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore.
Or kick
What a
returner.
performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Coastal Carolina has the lead right now, but they
Come on,
haven't
game.
been able to
This game
separate
hates
themselves
me.
just yet there on the surf turf in Conway. They're up by 7.
Touchdown, Akron! Special teams proving to be special. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
Man, they are
And he should
really...
have some bounce in his step. How about the effort,
Giving us a
even
run
in and
for our
out,
money.
covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from there. Turning it on! Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Harris. Man down on the play as the
Another
officials
lineman.
take a break to let him be checked out. And the Golden Flashes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with them. Looking downfield on 1st
Oh,
down.
that was...
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. level. You can tell in
there goes our
complete
center for the
control of this
season.
offense.
That's a good job by the dragger out there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Golden Flashes come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Simmons. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And the Golden Flashes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Caught over the middle. It's Simmons. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's Akron holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Going for 6.
Let's go.
Hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Kent State. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And the Zips racing to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds his big tight end. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Zips are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Alexander. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Here we go. This is...
Off the play fake.
Man, I was like, we needed a big
And
play.
this defense is a half a beat
For us,
behind.
not
They
them.
just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, the defense can't afford to give up too many big plays like that. That was a simple day one go route. A guy just running straight down the field. You need your DBs to get to that football and swat that
Man,
thing away.
ESPN's about
You
to
give
have a
up too
field
many
day
more
for
of
this.
those, you don't got a shot at
We got a
winning this
fraud
game.
alert coming up.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did.
Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now they regain the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Gain of 8. First down.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. They're going to run it. That is a big win for this
I don't think we
defense
have
as
any
they were
offensive
right there
linemen
as soon as he
now.
got the ball.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play
every
defensive end. You
offensive
can ask
lineman is
anybody.
injured.
Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up.
We'll see. I know a lot of them have been injured, but they might come back. We've lost our center for the season. Look at that. I thought it said he was out for season. Oh, out for season. Out for season. 2 of them this game.
A little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense is taking everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hoffman. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Gets it to the back. Try to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Golden Flashes, now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking to throw again. Grabbed over the middle, it's Harris. Breaks into the open.
Let's go.
Touchdown,
That's how we
Golden
take the lead.
Flashes. They move on top here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Western Kentucky is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's the type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 20 to New Mexico State. 2 fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They get to him as he throws. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Zips come to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw. He's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella.
They're gonna punt it. All right, game's in our hands now.
The Zips will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He's out past the 35. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the 1st
we have
down.
no offensive lineman.
Man down
now.
on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
This is insane.
And the Golden Flashes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle with Simmons. There he goes. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
No, he's had one before.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
We just want to win the game. Everyone's getting hurt.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. A strike
that's
downfield.
good.
He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be
Let's
enough
get out
to
of
put
here with a
them in
win. A
victory
close
formation
win.
for the rest of this one.
But we
Looks
lost
like the
2
offense will
offensive
just take
linemen
a
for the
knee.
season.
So Kent State beats Akron and claims the wagon wheel, and look at him down there riding it like a southbound train. Ooh, mama rock me. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Passing on us a lot. He had a hell of a game. Simmons had his game. 14 catches. He was like, he wasn't going to be quiet like the last few weeks. Alright, let's see. We should be in the MAC. Oh, it's showing the wagon wheel. We've earned this before. We beat them last time. Oh wait, we're in 2028, so... Wouldn't it show us winning more than that? I don't know. Alright, let's advance the week. I can't remember if we'll get a week off before the championship game, the MAC championship, or not. Wait, didn't we already take Bowling Green on? Oh, finally a bye week we needed. Well, we lost him, but we gave up on that. Well, if we're gonna get this guy. Stands for just trying to get this guy from us. Wait, I wonder. I want to see some. Nah, it doesn't tell us. Alright, we'll still send the house for him. Yeah, he's the one we... we already looked at him. I can't remember. Do they give awards out before the championships? Who knows? All the 60 overalls are like, well, pro potential, and you're not going pro. We're gonna take that quarterback off him. Ain't no way we're getting him. Ooh, let's go. We're getting... We're gonna get 3... I think he's like... Hold on, we got... Yeah, that's 4 gems we found this year. A gem usually means it'd probably be a 4-star, so... Yeah. We're not getting him now. A lot of people are switching up now. Where's my class at in this? Probably pretty low. Yep, 89. We've only had 5 total signees. Not in the... Does it show me the Mac? Oh, we're 5th in the Mac. Bowling Green, holy hell. 9 3-star recruits. Buffalo's loading up on receivers. Ohio's got 12 1-stars. Oh my god. Alright, I will do the championship game next time. And then our probably one and done playoff against probably like Ohio State. I don't know how we're ranked 6th. We shouldn't be. We're frauds. You'll have back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons. Holy hell. Martin's done. He's walking around on crutches right now. He's bad. Look at that, minus 10 speed. He still has 8 touchdowns, though. Back-to-back 1,000-yard season, most likely back-to-back 10 touchdown seasons. He really came here and made a name for himself. Double-digit sacks. No, Chancellor might get it. Needs one more. About interceptions. I would really love to get more than 6 interceptions this season. Kicking is horrible. I suck at kicking. Take a look at Mac overall. Damn, someone's actually beating us. He might just take the quarterback for the conference. He's also thrown a shitload more than us. I just hope Hardman comes back this year. Oh, Hoffman's second. Lame. Oh, there's another tight end. What about all NCAA? National. See who the first tight end is. Hoffman. I wonder. Wait, why is the other tight end not showing up on here? Alright, so Hoffman leads all tight ends. There's only 2. That is 1,000. Come on, I really want him to come back one more year. Get 100 TDs in college. You already got over 10,000 yards. Martin, solid. Been with us since the start, I believe. Yeah. Nothing ever too amazing. That was 2007 season. But he's just been solid for us. He's also been a good receiving. Can't remember where he came from. Now I'd leave Kentucky too. No one likes Kentucky. Damn, he literally came to our school, and I think he was expecting to have better stats, and he just hasn't. He gave up stats to be on a winning team. Harris has been with us for a while. 3 years, yeah. Another person's been with us for a while. 24 sacks. His career. Let's go tell you what the record is. Record, I'll upgrade my thing, and I'm done. What's the Mac records for stuff? Oh, he might. If Hardman comes back one more year, he might have a shot at beating that. And passing touchdowns. He could be the best quarterback in the Macs ever had. Beating the legendary Chad Pennington. Poor guy, I think. Yeah, he went to the goddamn Jets. What about season? I don't know if we'll ever beat that. Maybe passing touchdowns 1 year. $332 receptions. That's crazy. Alright, let's upgrade. I hate how it's like signed 2 top 5 recruiting classes. Like, I don't think we'll ever get that in this build. I'm saving up for. I'm trying to remember. I would love to get this one. Yeah, this is the one we need. Oh, I would have to, like, put money into, not money, put points in the motivator. What do we get for this one? I wish you could just do their own. Because I hate to spend points on a coordinator, and then they just leave, and you lost. those points. All right, that's it for me.